Hello there, lovely people, it's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and welcome back to Alex Asks. And last time I asked you, lovely lot, what features do you think we're going to see in this brand new 3D Mario game that's been sort of tentatively revealed, sort of maybe not, for the Nintendo Switch? Well, here's just what a few of you had to say. Janavi Prasad Parim Kayala, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, it's very long, says, I want a Mario game where Spider-Man fights Goku in Hyrule with a Goomba cheerleader and an Alolan Sandshrew who wears sunglasses drinking soda water with Mario, a hat in glorious 8K. Errol, they better not all be like this. Quality Concept says, I really hope the new Mario game will be like Sunshine, mainly like the story. I adored the story for Super Mario Sunshine. Any of the games since have not had that compared, in my opinion, except for maybe the Galaxy series, and even then, that's still not the same. It's true Mario Sunshine did probably have the most fleshed out story, as it were, but even so, it's still a Mario game, and they're never going to have absolutely superb storylines. I mean, Galaxy had that a bit, as you sort of mentioned in the comment, but you know, I mean, if they can surprise me, that would be fantastic. But to be honest, I think they're just going to focus on a very simple plot as previous, and then just go with, let's make the best Mario ever. Portal King returns and says, I want to see Luigi DLC to celebrate the year of Luigi, which in my eyes is every year. You can't argue with Luigi DLC now, can you? Also, Portal King, you're rapidly becoming the new sadistic kitten, you know that. Brian Preston says, I want the new Mario game to be a revenge love story. We all know Peach has been shacking up with Bowser. They all but admitted in Super Mario Sunshine. Mario should rage kill his way through the Mushroom Kingdom, showing who the true monster of the series really is. Him. Peach likes bad boys like Bowser, not jealous, abusive jerks like Mario. I've heard this idea run around a number of times that Mario is actually evil and all this sort of thing, but you know, I'm not convinced by it, and you know, everyone's a theorist. A game! The Mind of Thomas says, I want a new Mario game to be like Super Mario Origins game, where the levels are real-world locations and would explain further how Mario got from Brooklyn to the Mushroom Kingdom. Does he actually come from Brooklyn? I don't know whether that was actually confirmed. Derek221122 says, stop saying Nez. Well, you're not the first person to bring this up, and since you asked me so nicely, no. Arceus Arcade says Mario Switch should have VR because that would switch things up. Alex laughs his head off. JVS6 says, I would like to see Mario return to Subcon. Wart needs to make a triumphant return in the good old kooky dream place thingy. Plus, a Toad referenced it in Color Splash, so at least Nintendo hasn't forgotten about Subcon. Well, it would be impressive if they had. And by impressive, I mean worrying. Nolius Cornelius says, it better be an HD reboot of Hotel Mario, or else someone is getting cement shoes. And then Lost Bro follows it up by saying, Mario Cement Factory 2 confirmed. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. Coco Banana says, open world, Waluigi. And then clarifies saying, not an open world shaped like Waluigi, although that would also be quite brilliant. Waluigi does deserve a lot more love than he gets directly from Nintendo, but I don't see him having his main game, especially not this. Embers to Ashes says, I want to see everything in the new Mario game. Everything. Teacups, kettles, lighting, cameras, everything else that I just happen to be able to see around me. We're going to have everything in this thing. Plates, you know, computers, controllers, video game systems, Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, wah! Jesse Estrada says, we need a mix of Nintendo 64 and Mario Galaxy for the new Switch game. It's been X years since the 64 game, and we still haven't got anything that looks remotely like a sequel. It's true there's never really been a 3D Mario game that builds upon the original premise of Super Mario 64, beyond Super Mario Sunshine kind of did have it. Yeah, because it had the platforming and it had the whole sort of multiple things in a level, and you even jumped into sort of like painting type things to get to it, so there's your sequel. Although I do admit a more direct sequel to Super Mario 64 would be lovely. And finally, Simon the Human says, I want the next Mario game to literally just be Xenoblade Chronicles X2. You open the box, put in the cartridge, click on the Mario icon, and then you just get Monox played in your face. I'm not entirely sure what Monox is. Massive thanks to everybody who left a comment. Unfortunately, I can't read all of your comments out because I am Alex Olney, and that is who I am. But you do have a chance to get one of your comments read out in the next episode. And so, my question for you this week is kind of a complicated one. I want you to take all the rumors that you've heard about the Nintendo Switch and piece which ones together you think actually makes up what the unit actually is, what we can expect, including, like games, spec, whether it's a touchscreen or not, all that stuff. Piece it together and let me know what you think the Nintendo Switch will actually be down in the comments. Do try and stick to genuine rumors. If you say that you've heard a rumor that the entire Nintendo Switch is made out of granola bars, I probably won't feature it. Although I actually probably would, because that sounds hilarious. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you worry about trying to think about something to do with that subscribe button to instruct your viewers to do with it, and be sure to check out nintendolife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye. JVS6 says, I would like to see Mario return to Subcon. Ward needs to make a triumphant return in the good old kooky pipe dream place. It's not a pipe dream.